Hello, it's a new day, and it's a new episode of this very daily, sometimes not daily, sometimes mostly daily, hatch. That's right, Phalanx, you're mine today. Alright? None of this, I want to hear none of this, not shiny stuff, alright? This is Phalanx's time to shine. It's also the time for us to go get a random Pokemon. Let's go get a... we're going to get a random shiny today. Let's go get Staryu. What do I reckon? Staryu? I think we can get it. I'm going to be positive today. Positive... Peter. I don't know. What is the positive thing? I mean, there's negative Nancy. What's the positive one? I do not even know. I do not know. If I knew, I'd say it. I know a lot of idioms. I've even made up an idiom before. Fun fact. Do you want to hear my idiom? I'll share it. It's wisdom beyond I'll ever get again. This is my idiom. Legitimately, I'm the one that made this up. I said it randomly on a phone call once. They say that a picture tells 1,000 words, but also hides 1,000,000 lies. Dude, I mean, come on. That's just profound. Now, will I ever reach that again? No. No. I'll never say anything like that ever again. But it is true. It is. You think about it. Think about it. If you think about a picture, you see a picture in the newspaper. All right. I don't know if anyone who ever watches this would ever read a newspaper. But anyway, if you're reading a newspaper, okay. You see a picture like, oh, that's interesting. Look at the emotion it's telling us. Look at these 1,000 words. We didn't realize it was photoshopped, or if it was taken with a specific lens to make it look different, or oh, that couple looks happy. Inside, they're actually not happy at all. It's just lies. Or they look unhappy, but they're actually super happy. Just lies. So I think it's true. I think a picture tells 1,000,000 lies. It tells 1,000 words, but 1,000,000 lies. Which is, look, it makes you think. That's all it does. Just makes you think. Makes you think. And, just so it's also on video, this is probably the first time anyone's hearing it. And, if I see it posted anywhere, then I am going to, look, I said this here, at this time, it was me. Give me credit, plus. Imagine that. 100 years later. And we looked back into the video archives of YouTube and we found this wonderful thing. There's a picture. These things they used to take pictures. A picture tells 1,000 words, but also 1,000,000 lies. And it's very profound. Very profound. They were ahead of their time in 2020 during the great days of virus life. Great virus year of 2020. And 2021, I'm sure. Because this is not going to be over soon. Who knows? Maybe. Or maybe, in 100 years, someone will somehow, there will still be videos backed up somewhere of old YouTube, and they log it on and they found somehow, even though no one can find my content now, but they somehow find my content then, when Pokemon's 88th generation comes out, and they're like, hey, look at this guy playing Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's the fabled 8th generation. Oh, remember when they only had 900 Pokemon? Oh, I remember those days. Now they got 7,000 Pokemon. Man, catch 'em alls were really easy back then. So who knows? Maybe that's what's gonna happen one day. They'll see it. They'll see this video and be like, "Ooh, must have been pretty popular." I can't see view counts in this. Surely he had a lot of views. Look at him. Surely a lot of views. Maybe even as many views as the number of attempts he's had for this Phalanx. And then, they'll ask the person who gave him the video, and they'll go, how many views, did this person have? Surely a lot. Very entertaining. And absolutely a great person, obviously. And you know, they'll get told, oh, he only had two viewers. Two. Oh, he was, you know, he was so overlooked. So overlooked. He could have been a master. You know, could have been an incredible talent. But the foibles of man. But you know, that's exactly what's going to happen in 2120. You know, obviously I'll still be alive. You know, I'll be 128. You know, and they'll be like, oh, when did he pass? He's still going somehow. Due to recent scientific advances, he's hanging on by a thread at 130 years old. Like, oh, let's go and see if you can teach us about the old Pokemons. And I'll be like, hi, I can teach you many things, but Pokemon I do know nothing about. Nothing? You did like 700 episodes of something called the Daily Hatch. How do you know nothing about Pokemon? Well, you see, I didn't pay attention to Pokemon. I don't know nothing about these moves, or these type-ins, or these special abilities, or these hidden abilities. I know nothing. I know this, that, and that. Blah, you know, like, it's, you just don't know sometimes. You just don't know. But, yeah. That'll definitely happen. Then there'll be someone, you know, a viewer of mine's, like, grandson, or, like, great-granddaughter or something, be like, oh, my great-grandpa used to talk about this, my grandpa used to talk about this person. I was told he was a very poor man. Not very good at the shiny hunting. Some say his luck was the equivalent of trying to throw a hot dog down a hallway and missing. And they'll be like, ooh, really? That can't be that bad. It's impossible. And then they'll do some statistical analysis. They'll be like, oh. And then there'll be a paper released the next year, a journal. Meet 2020's most unluckiest person when it came to RNG. They'll be like, oh, this is damning evidence that there is a God. Clearly, if there is, because there has to be one. And that person, that God, hates this man very much. Because this is quite astoundingly bad luck. Probably. I don't know. Maybe all that will happen. Maybe it won't. It's running the hair across. Well, it's going to be a long episode because we're running into Pokemon. I do want to see another random shiny. I want to see a random shiny on video or stream. Look, that's the goal. It's always the goal. It's always been the goal. It always will be the goal. But, you know, we've only run into one random shiny in our travels. By the way, I think today's stream, because I'm going to stream shortly. I mean, by today, I mean yesterday's stream. Because I record this before I stream sometimes. I think I might finish off the living decks for this. I do need to do that. It's something that needs to be done. By the way, how do you run around? Because you look like you'd be, oh, seductive. Obviously it's Killer Queen-esque. She definitely keeps the Moe and Shandon in a pretty cabinet. Let them eat cake, she says, just like Marie Antoinette. Sorry, a little bit of Queen, just to brighten up your day. A little bit of Freddie Mercury. Who do I want to run into? Maybe a Poliwag. Poliwag? Or no one? Poliwag or no one? I don't know. Nobody? Well, I didn't want Golduck, because if I found a random shiny Golduck, I'd be pretty upset. Okay, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be still pretty happy. But, I do already have a shiny Golduck, so like if I got another one, I'd be like, well, this sucks, because, dude, I've already got the shine. I don't need another shine. Any, please. Anyway, dude, we're only halfway through this video. we're at 10.5 minutes. Okay, we're a little over halfway because we're you know, we're hatching this. We'll be really 75% of the way through after these next 3 eggs. But dude, this is a long episode. Do you know why? Because it's phalanx, baby. Phalanx, baby. Phalanx. Sorry, that is also a reference to a 1980s basketball moment. Yep. Sometimes, like, you know, you make references in a video, and you say them, and you go, this is just to please yourself, isn't it? That's what you think to yourself. This is just to make you laugh a little bit inside, and it's like, yeah, that's all it is. That's all it ever is. That's all of this is. To entertain other people. No. To entertain me. Because I'm a bored man. Sometimes. Not all the time, I guess. Sometimes. That's why it's entertaining. It's like, I get to sit here and just talk and be like, hey, have you ever thought about what future generations would think about YouTube videos? What are you going to think? What are you going to think when in 100 years someone puts on the Crazy Frog song? That's all I think about. You know. Crazy Frog. You know, what's going to happen? What do they go? They go, oh, this was what this song represented the early 2000s better than any other song in history. And they'll be like, ah, they were so backwards back then. Then the next slide will be just Nicki Minaj, like, in Anaconda. And they'll be like, they were so primitive and sexual. I know it's only 100 years from now, it's not a long time, but that's what they're going to think. Don't lie. I think we don't say that about, like, you know, 100 years goes from us, because they didn't have any, like, you know, anything. Dude, we got a Pippi up. I haven't done this in a lot of days. We had to do it. Not really, because we're 13 minutes into a video, but what are they going to say? What do you reckon they're going to say to Nicki Minaj's Anaconda in 100 years? 2120, when, you know, they're like, dude, this was... Were they going to say it's amazing? Maybe they will. Maybe, like, during maybe they'll teach it in schools. They'll be like, back in the early days, women who did rap videos used to show their huge asses to the world. This was seen as a mating call to our ancestors 100 years ago. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. Someone probably kind of knows. I mean, it probably won't even change if we're like, do you remember the time? Oh, you don't. You're only 10 years old. Oh, I don't. I'm only 20 years old. And that'll be what happens. Now, they'll talk about... I wonder what 2020 is going to be like in history books. Like, seriously. Like, it's going to be... I wish I could just, like, randomly pop up in a school in 40 years. Sit down, you know, I'll be 68 years old. Just sit down in a school and be like, kids, let me tell you about 2020. Let me tell you about the great shiny hunting of 2020. Let's go, baby! And they'll be like, what? They're like, come on, you guys are pogging out of your minds, right? Pogging? And they'll be like, excuse me? And then one of the kids will ask the teacher if they can just please leave. And then I'll be asked to please leave. And then I'll go back to my nursing home. The very early age of 68 to be in a nursing home, but yeah, you know. That's the joke. Alright, nearly the end of the episode here. We're long episode, 15 minutes. It's okay though, felt good. Felt good. Where are we at? 5:39. This is the second last egg, penultimate egg. We're gonna get the shiny right now. I'm gonna close my eyes. It's gonna happen. I know it. I know it. Damn it. Dang. I really need to get the dang sound from Portal and put it on the soundboard. Really do. No! Another episode down, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode with no shiny phalanxes. Unfortunately. But, that means we have to do it again tomorrow. Or the next time I do this episode. It should be tomorrow. But anyway, see you then. Hopefully, with some more luck. Bye-bye.